Well, she's back. I know. Where has she been? Yeah, it's been a while. If you see me looking off to the side, it's because I'm looking at my monitor. But I know it's been a minute. Don't hate me. I have just been so consumed with uploading TikToks and YouTube shorts that I kind of just abandoned making long form videos. But some of you guys like long form videos. You've been asking for my YouTube videos, so we are back again. And for today's video, we are going to be talking about the new Patrick Ta holiday face palette, kind of my overall thoughts and review on this. Do I think it's worth it? So let's go ahead and get into it. So this is the new Patrick Ta holiday blush and eyeshadow palette. There are four blushes, 2 blush shades, and then 4 eyeshadows. And here is where they are. You can see why I got confused and accidentally said 4. There's two cream formulas, 2 powders, and then the eyeshadows. This retails for $70. I will swatch them in this video just so you guys can see them. But I have been a huge fan of Patrick Ta's palettes since he has come out with all of them. The Major Dimension 3 matte eyeshadow palette, I absolutely love. That is worth every penny. This palette, for some reason, I've noticed that like when I went back on the Sephora app, I got this, I think when it was like the app exclusive, maybe like the 24-hour thing. Something tells me that, because I knew I did not want to wait for the Sephora sale because this was probably going to be sold out like immediately. And good thing I did that, because now I guess it's not even available anymore. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches. Now I will say, upon first swatches, it seems like maybe, no, they're still pretty pigmented. I was going to say, it seems like maybe they're like not as pigmented, but they definitely are. So let me go ahead, swatch these out. Okay, so here are the blush shades swatched out. These 2 are obviously the lighter ones, and then the bottom ones are the darker shades. They're very pretty, however, very pigmented. So when I tell you use a light hand, like we're using a light hand with these, because these are, woof, they're out there. If you do not like pigmented blushes, skip out on this. Trust me, because even with a light hand, I still felt like I was like, that was a lot, you know, it was a little overwhelming. So I was like, but I do love his blush formulas, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think, as much as it pains me to say this, I think I'm phasing out of the pink blush girl era. I don't know. I was like obsessed with pink blushes there for a second, and now I'm like, do those even look good on me? Like, do those tones even like mesh well with my skin tone? So now I'm kind of rethinking that, and kind of thinking that maybe I should just stick with like the peachy tones, the more like beige nude type of tones. I love those. So yeah, this for me is a bit pink, but I wanted to get my hands on it so I could review it for you guys and for TikTok and things like that. And also I really wanted this for these shadow toppers though. This is what I was like, because I love his eyeshadows, and I mean, you could see just based off of that swatch how gorgeous this is. This shade in particular right here, that's the one that I like really had my eye on. It was kind of giving me Midnight Cowboy, is that what it's called, from Urban Decay? So here are the swatches of the glitters. I will try to go as close as possible so you guys can see, but you can see those are absolutely stunning, okay? And I love a good glitter topper. These are very pretty. I would say these are actually more shadows than toppers, because there's more like pigment holding these together. They're not just like the Urban Decay one. How do I explain this? When you put it on your eyes, it's more of like a loose glitter type pigment, but these, you can see there's like pigment kind of holding it together. So this one I feel like is going to be the closest one to the Urban Decay one, where it kind of seems like just loose sporadic sparkles. But $70, that is a very steep price tag. However, for what you are getting, I feel like it's a decent deal. If you don't like pink blushes and you don't really wear glittery eyeshadows, skip out on this. Even if you're like, oh, I would maybe wear, no, no, because $70 is a lot. You could buy yourself a different palette, different product that you might like a lot more than this. Not saying this is a bad one, but I'm just telling you, $70 is steep, especially for someone who's gonna be like, I would maybe wear those. You know, you have to be like blush lover, eyeshadow lover in order to get this and to make it worth it. But with that being said, I don't even know if this is available anymore, which is really unfortunate because like I said, I feel like for those of us who love Patrick Ta and we're like huge stans and we really want something like this, if we can't get our hands on it, then it's kind of like a bummer. I'm really hoping that they'll bring this back for the Sephora sale because that would just be really, really great. I don't notice any like weird stinging or anything whenever I'm using the glitter eyeshadows on my eyes. I know that sometimes, especially when I watch Teresa is Dead. I don't know if you guys watch her. I love her, live for her. She talks about a lot of times how some glitter shadows, when they get in her eye, it like stings the shit out of them. Okay, I'm trying to cuss less on here because I know that I'll get in trouble and I don't want to go to YouTube jail. So I don't notice that issue with these. I have had that issue in the past with some like other eyeshadows, but not with these. Didn't have that issue. And they looked really stunning. I didn't even need like a glitter glue or anything like that, which is really nice because sometimes you put those shades on your eyes and then suddenly they just disappear. Like, where did they go? Where did they go? Where are they? Gone into the glitterverse. Nowhere to be seen again. So I really like that about these, that they just really stayed on there and I didn't need really anything to hold them underneath. And I do like that these shades look, there's enough variety in here that makes this worth it. Like the blush shades aren't too similar and the eyeshadow shades are all a different color. Like if they were kind of all the same, I would be questioning it. Like, I don't think that would be worth it. But in this case, like I said, if you are a blush lover, you love pink blushes especially, and you do like wearing glitter eyeshadows, this is going to be worth it for you. Again, if you don't wear eyeshadows, you don't wear glitter shadows, and you just want the blushes, skip out on this and just get different blushes. Get some of his original like blush duos. Just trust me when I say that, okay? Next year, I hope they drop shades that are a little bit more like beigey nude, neutral tone. I only say this because that's what I want, but of course they're not just going to cater just to me. They're catering to a whole entire audience. And I do know that pink blushes were very in. Like that was like the it thing for months now. I think we are kind of phasing out of that a little bit. I don't know. I've kind of noticed that. I feel like we are transitioning back into like the peachies, the corals, the nudes, the beiges, you know, kind of that bronzer type of look again. Which I love. But yeah, overall though, for me, I thought this was worth it because I do love glitter shadows, I do love blushes, and I still will wear a pink blush, and these are still very wearable. But again, just be so light-handed when you go on with these because Lord, the pigment girl. Yeah, do you guys have this palette? If you do, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you don't have it, do you plan on picking it up if it comes back? Are you hoping it comes back? Are you glad it's gone? Let me know. Is anybody else also like out of the pink blush girl era? I don't know the right title I'm trying to think of. I have dyslexia. The pink blush era. Is anybody else like over it? Do we feel like we're taking the train down to a different station now? Because I feel like that's what's happening. But anyways, I love you guys so much and I will see you in the next one.